Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel. And today, in this video, we will talk about the sets, the loops, and the dictionaries. So, this is our lecture number 4 in the 8 days Python for Data Science series. And I want all of you to subscribe my channel, to hit that bell icon, and like the video, and also share it with your friends if you find it useful. So, first of all, before moving to my agenda, I want to thank all of you because you have supported me a lot, especially in my YouTube channel. My videos are getting enough views. They are less than 50, but the fact is, it's an important. These things are important for me for my motivation. If 50% are seeing my video, then it's a motivation at the start. Further, when I will work hard, it will increase the reach, but I will also encourage you to like that video and to share that video. Let's go. And again, I want to thanks to all of you. Let's start with sets. What are sets? Set is actually an ordered collection of unique elements. It's actually the collection of unique elements which are unordered. Those are, which means that their poses do not have any order. And the second thing is they are unique. They are useful when you want to eliminate duplicates or perform set operations like union and intersection. Uh, it means that they are very important when we want to our data. We want our data to be the unique. It should not be duplicated, and when we want to perform some operations like union and intersection, characteristics of a set, as I already told you, they are unordered, which means we will not use indexing in order to cache that data. We can There are no duplicates and they are mutable, means they can you can remove elements anytime. So first of all, I will give you the notation of a set. The notation of set is a is equal to, I will create a variable here, 1 2 3 3 4 5. Now I made a mistake here. I actually wrote two times three. It's not a, you can call it mistake, but when I print it, it will only consider three one time. It will not consider three more than one times because this is the characteristic of a set. Let's try to create another set. One, two, three. Now what if I would take the intersection of A with B? Intersection B. If I click here, then it will give me an intersection between A and 3, and I will assign it to C. I will assign it to intersection variable. Intersection variable. Okay. So here I will write a comment writing in intersection of A with B. You know what is intersection? If you don't know, intersection means it will take all the common elements from both two sets. Intersection between A and B. Apart from this, we can also add some more operation. We can, for example, we can apply some. You can say we can apply the union B union A. B union A refers to, it will take all these elements, all the unique elements in B and A. It will first of all arrange these elements and it will take all the unique elements from B and A. So here we call it union of A and B. Now you have a, for example, you have here a set and you want to add some element. So for this purpose, you will read you will with the help of add function you can add it. For example, B dot add 4. If I click here and if I print the B, then it will be added. Sorry, it's small b, not a big, not a capital B. So here our things have been added. So after that, when you want to remove something, I will also comment here for adding something, for adding something, for adding something. Okay. After that, let's move forward. And I want, for example, I want to remove some element from the set. B dot, if I click on B dot remove, then it will, and I will assign that, I will here write that element which I want to remove. I want to remove one here. I will also comment the for removing element. And if I click here and if I run the B, then 234 is the value. I will encourage you to download the Jupyter notebook because it is best for practices. If I click here, these are all things we can actually apply on a set. We can use the pop function mean it will actually remove the first element from the list or the first element from the set. it will remove the first element from the set. So that was all from the set. You can also check the intersection, the symmetric difference. What is the symmetric difference? What is the difference? These are all some unique values. These are some unique function which can be found in a set. But to summarize, I want to say that you can call it that set is actually a collection of unique element. It cannot be ordered. For example, it doesn't follow in certain order. To add something, you can add the add function. To subtract something or to remove something, you can move the remove function. You can perform some union, intersection, and all these things. These are sets are important when we want to store data. They are not duplicate. In short, we can say that. Okay, let's now move towards the second data type which we will be discussing today. It is dictionary in Python. What are dictionaries? Dictionaries basically store the values in key value pairs. Key value pairs mean, in a sense, that on your left side there will be a key, and after putting a column there will be a value of its of that key. It is used for storing related data, and it gives you the vibes of JSON notation, which means the JavaScript object notation. Okay, here some of the characteristics: the key must be unique. Definitely when you use the keys, they must be unique. Keys are immutable, means key we can edit the keys, and values can be any of the data type, and you can take the values of any data type. For example, let's start with a dict1. It means the dictionary one. Here I want to store the data of a student. For example, the name of the student. For example, the name comma or column. uh, I will go with aky. Aky is actually my nickname. After that, name aky, and roll number must be integer. It must be integer, so we will go with the 13 here. After that, we will go with the department. Department must be IT, and after that we can add some more things. Whenever you write one element, one key value, then you must use the comma in order to write the second value, because comma is an important thing, and it's a protocol which we generally use. Okay, now let's move toward the fourth thing. The fourth thing, maybe we can add is student. Is is current is current mean, if he's the currently is a student of that university or not. So here we'll use true or false, so I will go with the true. Okay. So what if I click that dictionary? Here it is. Here it will print the dictionary. Now what if I only want to take the department from here? So for this purpose you will use the indexing technique, which is nothing but we will put the department, and the department will be it will gives us IT. Okay. So here we can call it indexing in dictionaries. Indexing in dictionaries, it is one of the important concept when it comes to the dictionaries. Okay. Apart from this, we can do a multi-indexing. For example, I have created a dictionary here. I will create a second dictionary here, dict2, and here we have a list. I will put name list, key list, and after that I will add multiple elements here. 3 4. Now I want to take the value of 5. I want to take the value of 5. So what should I do? First of all, I will use the dict here. I will assign it with dict1, because uh, it will be more better. Because dict is a keyword, only dict is a keyword which is used for the dictionary. So I will try to recommend you should don't use the keyword of list, dict, or set, because they are referring to that data type. Okay. You can use it, but for the best practices you must not use this thing. Okay. I want to take the value of that 4. First of all, in the dict one, I need first of all the complete list. I will put it here. After that, I will make a second bracket. In this, after that list, when I enter that list, in that list, I want 0, 1. I want on which index element 0, 1, 2, 3. I want the index at 3. So here I will get that 4. Now, what if I want to get that 1? And remember, it's a list inside the list. So for this, what should we do? Start indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. At the 5, there is a list inside a list. And after that 5, when I enter that particular 5, which element I want? 0, 1, 2. I want 1, 2, 3. I want the 4. When I will put it here 3. Now I will get the same 4. If I put here 1, then I will get the 2. So it's a multiple indexing. First of all, I enter there here in the list. In the list, I enter the here, and after entering here, I get that value with the help of that one. It's actually indexing, multi-indexing. You can call it. When we, I don't know what should we call it, but I just call it a multi-indexing here. You can search it in the internet. Okay. After that, the question is which type of elements we can, how to add a new element to dictionary one. So for adding a new element, what should you do? You will use here the bracket. For example, which element I want to add? I want to add the subject. And after adding a subject here, after adding value a key here, after writing a key, you can put which type of subject you want to add. I want to add math. It's actually the value. So adding a new element, adding a new element here. So I will run it here. Okay, now if I click on dict one, so it will give me all these things which I want. Okay. Now I'm getting all these keys here. Okay, all these keys with the values. So if I click here dict one dot items, I will get all the things. I think I will get all the things. And if I click here dict one dot keys, I will get all the keys for getting the keys. For getting you're getting the keys in for getting the keys in for getting the keys from a dictionary. Okay. And for getting the values, what should we use? We use dict one dot values here. We'll use the values function here. Dict one. I think it's not dict one. It's dict one. Okay. We get the values here. Now in the for getting keys and for getting the values. For getting the for getting the values. Okay. You can perform some more functions on it. What if I want to replace something in a dictionary? Dict one dot which on which value I want to replace. For example, I want to replace the subject. So here I will write a subject. I will write the existing key, and I will here write a new value. From mathematics, I want to change into science. If I click here, and if I run the dict one, so dict one, it will tell me that you have a subject as science. Apart from this, now which thing now I want to remove. Uh, I want to remove. You can say I want to. Wait a second. First of all, I write for replacing the value in a dictionary. For example, I want to remove something from the dictionary. So for this purpose, what should I do? I will use the pop. I will use the pop, and the pop what will do? I will have to pass the key here. For example, I will pass it as subject. I want to remove the subject. Now the signs have been removed. Pop is used for removing something. Hashtag for removing the keys values from the list from the dictionaries. So that was all regarding the dictionaries, because we have discussed something. What is dictionary? How we can store the values? How we can add the values? How we can access the values? Now there will be a question in your mind that where we use the dictionaries, because in Python we use generally the dictionaries in order to store the elements in a key value pairs. We can create a multiple dictionaries. We can create a dictionary inside a dictionary, and we can store the values of individual person. For example, I want to create separate, I want to create a dictionary for a class. So here I can make multiple dictionaries which contain the multiple data of multiple students, and I can also create the dictionary inside a dictionary, and all these things. But since this all lecture is for the data science, so in a data science perspective, the dictionaries can helps you to create a data frame, to add a values into a data frame or to create a data frame. It helps you to create a data frame. So uh, so in the future video I will tell you how we can make a data frame using the dictionaries. So for now it's enough to have a knowledge of dictionaries. Now let's move toward the forward, let's move forward and talk about what is actually Python. Oh, sorry, what is loops. Loops are used to repeat blocks of code multiple times. And we have basically, it is used when we want to execute a single statement or multiple statement multiple times. So today we will talk about only one type of a loops, because we have two loops, for loop and while loop. But I will only talk about the for loop because we only use the for loop in data science. It is hardly we use the while loop. But in the next video I will also explain the while loop. But now today is all about the for loop. And for loop, it is used to iterate over a sequence like list, sets, or dictionaries. It is used for the iteration. It is used to execute set of statements multiple times, and we can also iterate through a set, list, or dictionaries through for loop. So, in short, what we can say, when we want to execute a single statement multiple times, so for this purpose, we want to use the for loop. What is the syntax of the for loop? For example, I want to print the value of my name 100 times. So, what should I do? For I in range. Okay, in the range, for I in range, I is actually a variable. You can name it anything. You can name it name. In fact, you can name it name. But I will recommend you to use a standard notation which is called I. For I in range, uh, how many times I want to print my name, I will start with a 0 and it will print me 11. If I 11, it will print me 10 times. I will start with a 0 and it will print the value 10 times. Always write here at the end, write one more than the particular value which you want. For example, if you want to print your name 10 times, that means I will go to from 0 to 9. 10 will not be included, because whenever our index start with a 0, so we can't include 10 for printing the value 10 times. So why should I write 10? Because it's a syntax. Whenever you want to go to a certain limit, try to add one plus element, one plus in that value, and put it in a range. For example, I will tell you, if I click here for 0, I in range 5, and I print here, I print AKY. So here it will print the AKY 5 times. Here it will print the AKY 5 times. For example, if I click here 9 times, 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, and if I click here 10 times, then it will also print the value 10 times. So always I will recommend you to write one more than the value which you want. For example, I want to run my loop 10, 12 to 13 times, so I will must write 14 here, 14 here, one more than that value. Okay, you can practice it. uh, Now let's move forward. Here I have executed my statement 10 times. For example, I want to print the element in a list. I have a list here. I have a list here which include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to print all the element in a list. So what should I do? For I in list. For I in list. Now every element of, now our I will iterate through the every element. At first iteration, the value of I will be 1. At the second iteration, it will be 2. At third iteration, it will be 3. Iteration means whenever it will perform for loop will execute the statement one time, it will be one iteration. Okay, we will print the I here. If I click here for I in list, for I in list one, okay, it's not list, it's list one. Okay. Now I can also print the squares of print the squares of the values. I can perform some more operations with them. I can take the I ki power 7 of that value. Apart from this, we can also iterate through a dictionaries here. We can also iterate through a dictionaries here. We can also iterate through a dictionaries here. For example, we have a dictionary called name and AKY, and roll number is 13. Roll number is 13. So okay, for I in here I will use the two variables, because in the dictionaries we have basically keys and values. So for accessing these both, I will use the dot items function. So what should I do? For keys, values in dict1, in dictionaries dot items. So what should we do? It will iterate through the every element in a dictionary. Keys will be assigned to the keys and values will be assigned into values. So here I want to click. I want to print the. I will use here. It is called the string comprehension. Here I will write which thing I want to. Which thing I want to print. I want to print the keys here. I will first of all name it keys, and after that I will print the key. I will print the value keys. After that, I will use the slash in here. Slash in for the new line. It's a string comprehension. It actually enables us to print the string value based on our desire. For example, let me tell you. I want to print first of all my name is and then my name. So for this purpose, I will use the string comprehension f and double these both commas. My name, I will have my name is. Now which variable do you want to use? You will have to write in these curly braces. For example, my name is, and here I will use the dictionaries name. So if I click here, dictionaries name. Is there any unmatched? Why unmatched? If I click here, why it is unmatched? Wait a second, let me think. For example, create a variable called name, and here we will create a variable called name which will be AKY. So if I click here, now my name is AKY. Now it has printed me their thing. So in this way, first of all, I want to print the keys, and after using the slash n, or I can call it slash t. Slash t means horizontal tab, and in the slash t, I want to take the first of all write the values, and in the values I want to use the variable here. Which variable? Values. So it will print all the names and values. Keys, name, values, AKY, keys, roll number, and values 13. So that is actually this thing you can do with the dictionary. You can use with the dictionaries with the help of a for loop. We can also iterate through a sets. So here I will conclude my topic with some of the programs, uh, which I want to tell you that what we will do in the future. We will actually utilize the for loop for making a percentage a percentage application which can calculate percentage, and some more applications. And I want you to subscribe my channel, to hit the bell icon. That was an introduction to Python or to loops. We will use it furthermore, but here I hope you understand what is dictionaries, what are sets, and what are loops. So till now, I want you to subscribe my channel, to hit the bell icon, and to wait for the next videos. And after that, I'm sometimes hesitant while speaking English, because I'm little bit an introvert person. So that's why I don't talk to anyone. It actually the reason due to this thing, I don't have good communication skills. So I want you to apologize if I had done something wrong or such type of thing. So please subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon, and wait for the new video.